Welcome to Speed Networking. Are you fed up with going to networking sessions where you either have to talk to the whole room for 30 seconds or having to break into the cliques that often exist at other networking clubs? Well, with Speed Networking, all of that and the usual networking format has changed. Jim Hewitt is one of the owners of Speed Networking Events and the host of Speed Networking London. I asked him about how Speed Networking differs from other networking events.
When we created Speed Networking, we experienced most of the existing networking meetings. We were frustrated at having to speak to a whole room or introduce ourselves to a small group, going through the usual questions: how long was the journey, what was the weather like. We felt this is not businesslike. So our solution is based on a statement: how can we do business together? The reason companies attend our events is to make new contacts and to identify opportunities to do business. Most of us don't have the time to waste on niceties. We want to focus on developing business opportunities. We felt a structured business-to-business event where all participants meet each other face to face is important. When we run a meeting, all our attendees have to do is to pitch their business. Getting into the pitch as soon as possible would deal with all our issues. We believe SMEs need to have the flexibility to attend events when they need and not feel that they have to waste any investment when they are not able to attend. We call it membership without subscription. This empowers our members to control their marketing spend. Other networking groups can cost up to £1,000 between subscription and event costs in the first year.
But with no subscription, how does Speed Networking keep members?
We retain around 60% of the people at each venue. We have a number of venues in each area and we return to each venue at regular intervals. We believe that we reduce churn because we make every event interesting and worthwhile spending time at. Plus, we are always adding exciting new elements.
Yes, so how does it work? Because we're all interested in profit. Well, basically what it is a profit development agency. So I typically work with people that are business owners.
What we also do is help their supply chain.
Many existing networking groups operate with a fixed member list with only one representative from each market sector. Is this the same with the Speed Networking format?
We have no sector restrictions. Our events are open to all companies. I remember one event where we had 6 IT companies and they ended up being compatible rather than competitive and formed a strategic alliance going forward.
But why do companies attend a Speed Networking event?
I attend Speed Networking to expand my network. It's always really interesting. There's always lots of different people and I like the format.
I like structured networking, and Speed Networking gives me that opportunity to do the sort of networking that naturally fits my personality.
I personally tried conventional networking and it doesn't tend to lend itself to the way I like to mingle and meet people. I don't enjoy interrupting small groups of conversations, whereas Speed Networking works perfectly because you're forced to speak to someone else in the next 90 seconds.
Also, of course, I'm gathering contacts from my database so that when people ask me, do you know anybody who, I go, yes.
It's really energetic and it's a really good use of time in terms of meeting 20, 30 people, and you make connections really, really quickly.
Okay, so what happens when you attend a Speed Networking event?
Most people, when entering the room of strangers, find it daunting and somewhat embarrassing to break into a conversation. At Speed Networking events, everyone is equal. Everyone is issued with a list of attendees and their contact details to use for making notes and to follow up after the event. We provide tea, coffee, biscuits, and registration normally lasts about 30 minutes. There is no standing up and addressing the whole room. The event host will sit people at tables opposite each other with ample space to provide comfortable conversation in each one-to-one session, which lasts between 3 to 4 minutes each. They can have time enough to explain who they are, what they want from the event, and of course, about their business. Each session starts and finishes with a whistle And halfway through, we ring a bell to remind people it's the other person's turn. Then one person moves one place, then we start the same session again.
Oh, nice to meet you anyway. Thanks very much. Cheers.
This is a high energy event and you need to have a break after an hour. If you find that you need to complete or continue a conversation, there's ample time in the break or during the social networking at the end. The whole event runs for about 2 to 2.5, maybe 3 hours, depending on the number, plus whether we have a guest speaker.
Of course, companies attending networking events do so to gain new business. Can they expect to make a sale during an event?
To get the most value from our event, attendees should consider the objective of making new business contacts and pitch their business in a way that shows benefits of working with their companies. Meeting new contacts is the first step. After all, people buy from people. So just meeting a contact is breaking down barriers and gaining trust, leading to strong, long-term business friendships.
Speed Networking Events has been in business since 2005. Are Speed Networking developing any new products or services?
Over the next few months, we have a number of plans that will allow membership of Speed Networking to progress to new levels. This will include a series of business development training sessions under the title, The Better Business Club. Plus, we have also moved into developing a number of corporate programs under the title Business Connections, allowing companies to use us to organize themed, single sector or intercompany events.
Speed Networking Events. Great venues, a wide range of decision makers and a controlled marketing budget. I hope to see you at an event soon.
Had a few good leads from the first time, and as each time I can see that confidence will grow, and you get to know people, and then the network starts to build. So I almost see it becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy.
I've met loads of great people, thoroughly enjoyed it, going to follow them all up.
I would recommend people to come to Speed Networking, come and try it at least, see how it goes, see if it's for you.
It's a great opportunity. I've met people today that I met 18 months ago. They remember who I am, what our business is, and how they could maybe work with us for future events.
I've met some very good people here, thanks to Jim and Speed Networking.